With Christmas on the horizon, the beginning of winter marks the start of the pruning season. And what better way to keep warm than with some festive heavy pruning? So the first job is to remove some of the lower branches from this tree to clean up that trunk. The second job will be to remove the suckers from the base, and that's a two-man job. But it does mean we get to use a wide selection of cutting tools. So we've removed the lower branches, but now it's time to get some of those further up, and for that I'm going to need a more substantial tool. I'm going to use a bow saw, and the great thing about this bow saw is that it cuts in both directions. You need to make sure that you cut really tight up against the tree with a nice clean cut, and that way you'll minimise the amount of infection that can get in. Now when you've got some of these bigger branches, you can be tempted to just cut the whole thing off at once, but don't. It's much better from a health and safety point of view to take out small and often. Some of this growth is pretty substantial. I'd advise taking the suckers off far in advance of them getting this thick, because it isn't such a big job then, and it is much better for the tree because instead of suckers it can put its energy into producing a bigger canopy. Winter work such as this is extremely rewarding, not only because you see the visual impact of your hard work, but you also allow loads more light onto the woodland floor, and the plants and bulbs in spring will really thank you for that. You can do this kind of thing in your own garden if you've got a lawn which comes up to the base of a tree and needs more light. The job has been made much easier by using the right tools. That was the bow saw for all the thick branches. For the medium branches we used the hand pruning saw, and for the small branches I used the bypass loppers. If you're pruning aces or birch, it's important to remember to do that before Christmas, because then you'll prevent the bleeding of sap. Other jobs you can do this month include wrapping tropical plants and statues for winter, pruning apples and pear trees, and reducing the amount of time you water your houseplants. That's everything for this year. From me, Bestall, and Spear & Jackson, we wish you a very Merry Christmas.